That's how long it took Tifnumbu to devalue Nigerian naira by over 1,000%. 1,050%. That's the devaluation of Tifnumbu. The Oluwole trained economist. Person will go school before the school was in fact founded. Yeah, he attended this. He graduated from a school before the school was even founded. That's that Tifnumbu. In case if you don't know, 1,000 Nigerian naira lost 1,050 naira in 18 months. The devaluation continues. As long as they are borrowing, you will be going sorrowing. It's a very simple math. It's part of the IMF conditions, World Bank conditions, except for the Sukuk. The Sukuk, which is the Arabian loan. That one, no, they get interest according to them. There is no interest on Sukuk because Islamic loan, no, they get interest. It's just for you to go and develop, build roads, build this, build that. Others, they're not that nice. So if you begin to calculate how much Tifnumbu has borrowed in the last 18 months, and like I have asked you many times, tell me what you think they've used the money for. When I go begin to do don't demarket Nigeria. We must always tell everybody that Nigeria is a grape. You demand. The only person demarketing Nigeria is APC. The only unpatriotic people to ever come out of that contraption, they are the APC. You guys are so, oh God, man. You are the weapons fashioned against that contraption. You just came to light. And you only blue cools that are loving Nigeria from abroad, okay? Shokonola akpayin o. Shokonoba le revisa. Shokonola akpayin tomo. And you only blue kwe die. They devalued Nigeria currency by 1,050%. Businesses are dying. People that are earning 3 million naira today in Nigeria, they cannot afford what people that were earning 300,000 naira 9 years ago, what they were able to afford. But you want to kind of attack anybody who says the truth to you, who tells you exactly the situation. Eh? Shokonola akpayin tomo tiran sofo ni wallahi sofo láyé to sele agbendi alikiyamo afa nurudin naam
ẹni òfò ni sofo láyé to sele alikiyamo ẹ̀yin rádaràda wọ̀nyí ẹni òfò ni sofo láyé to sele alikiyamo ẹ̀yin rádaràda wọ̀nyí.
They don't want you to tell them the truth. They actually think the rest of the world don't know what these guys have done to Nigeria, what they have done to Nigerians. People are working, and they are work. You don't understand what this means, Abi. Let me explain it to you. You are an hard-working person. Government is not supporting you. Government is not funding your lifestyle. You are working so hard. Now you get paid. And let's say you make profit. If you ever make profit, you make profit of 1 million naira. From your business, but that 1 million naira has been devalued. So the real value of your 1 million naira is practically 100,000 naira. Imagine you having 1 million naira in your bank account, but the real value of it is about 100,000 naira of what it used to be. And the rogues who have done that are telling themselves that they are doing well. A lot of you today can no longer drive your cars. The APC are telling you that they have been subsidized. You in your life, no real subsidy in your life, but they are claiming that the devalued Nigeria is the real value of Nigeria. And they want you to accept that. They want you to actually take that in. Anyone who says otherwise is unpatriotic. Patriotism. Patriotism from enemy of the people. Enemy of Nigeria. Everything they represent is to destroy you. Even you that is supporting them. You have no idea. You're living abroad. You have no idea that this devaluation also affects us too. Oh, you don't know. You don't know, or you do. But you are just so too stupid to actually admit it. Let me tell you. You are so stupid to admit it. 100 pounds is now what? 230,000 naira. That used to be 23,000 naira. Do you understand what that means? When your 100 pounds was 25,000 naira, a bag of rice in Nigeria was 7,500 naira. Yeah? Today, your 100 pounds is probably 230,000 naira. It can't even buy you 2 bags of rice. It can't. 7,000 naira to 120,000 naira. A lot of you are now fueling your car with 100,000 naira, 120,000 naira with adulterated fuel that will destroy your cars, destroy your engines, destroy this and that. Cause cancer sometimes, eh? So if you are here and you have people you are actually like supporting back in Nigeria, well, now you're going to tell yourselves the truth that the actions of these guys affect you too. You are not safe from the pang of these rogues. Nobody is. So I asked a question a while back. I said, you, even if you are a Ronuku, thank you very much for that, your super chat, by the way. Appreciate that. Bless you. Even you who was like that Ronuku, who somehow believes that Tifnubu is doing a reform. I'm asking you, do you think that a day will come that Nigeria, this Nigeria, the way you are looking at it, that Tifnubu and his gang doing reform, that they have targeted some critical sector of your economy, and in another, let's even say in another 6 years, let's even say they will have their 80 years, okay? In another 6 years, Nigeria will have a stable electricity. Nigeria will become so productive that Nigeria Naira will regain its strength through production, right? And Nigeria Naira will come down to 200 Naira to $1. In your own church mind, in your own honesty. Like, I know you are not, you know Runuku is an honest person. You need to have a criminal mind, criminality of life to actually be supporting Tifnubu and APC, Egbekegbe. So it is it's actually a tough question to ask. Do you think this contraption will regain its lost value, and under this rogue, so it will regain its lost value, that $1 will come down to 200 naira? Let's even not say go back to 149, 200, that it was 9 years ago. Do you think that? I know you don't. So what then are you talking about that the reform is going to, people will begin to benefit from it later? What are you talking about? They are still borrowing. And all this money they are borrowing, they are not investing them in any real infrastructure, not in power, not in infrastructure. No. The money just comes in and it disappears. It does. So where exactly is the supposed optimism should be coming from? Where? Now, so una go think, say, those who are actually pointing out all these maladies, all this obvious criminality, they are the enemies, and you are the patriotic ones. And once Tifnubu is no longer in that power, once a Yoruba man is no longer your president, una go begin the kind of what? Una go get out again. Abi? Una go get the energy again to begin to tell everybody how Nigeria is a useless place, Nigeria is a nye. The same way you were gladly telling all of us, Nigeria is a useless place under Bokwari. Now, Tifnubu who have wrecked, they talk say there won't be anyone worse than Bokwari. Now you have somebody who is worse than Bukwari, and you don't want to admit it. People can no longer afford feeding. They can no longer afford medication. People are dying slowly, but you are glossing over it. And you think that will be enough. And the rogues, they continue to print money. You are dealing with hyperinflation, where the chronic capitalists want to own everywhere, chase you out of your houses, demolish your houses so that they can take over your land. They want to own everything without any economic advantage for the people that they believe they are leading. There is none. You are at the mercy of economic terrorists. But somehow, you want to build a castle in the air, the one that says everything will be fine. How? I mean, me, I would love it if I have a chance of seeing that, have you seen the new power station they are building? Or have you seen the upgraded refineries that they are doing? Give it another few months, man, you will see. This refinery, it's almost completed. Once they finish it, I promise waiting. You all know there's nothing in the pipeline. There is no light at the end of the tunnel. Nothing. You are all there doing your usual glossing over it, hoping that maybe, you were lying to people that once Dangote refinery comes on board, everybody will be fine. Today, I know they even talk about the Dangote refinery anymore. I read it somewhere. This was from the TCN. Nigeria to finish. This was put out by the TCN, Transmission Company of Nigeria, in charge of electricity transmission. It's a vandals attack, disrupt ongoing repairs of Ahoada, Yenagua 132 kV line. Now, Obasanjo build that line. Steel power components from Benin, Egbe, Benin, Omotosho, 330 kV transmission lines. See, vandals have destroyed all of that. In Shiroro, the one they went to do the other day, do you all know that right now, maybe in another few days now, they will begin to shout again that some part of the northern Nigeria no get electricity again. For the past 1.5 weeks or 2 weeks now, you remember that Shiroro line that the terrorists, they blew up, and the northern Nigeria didn't have electricity for over 20 days. Do you remember? They don't blow them up again. But this time around, it wasn't like so general like it was. Some states in northern Nigeria don't have electricity right now, after a few days of electricity that they repaired. When they went back to try and fix it, they've kidnapped those who went there to. I don't know if you've seen the story. They kidnapped those who went back to fix the line. Right now, they are in the hand of a Boko Haram, but it's not in the media. This one happened. This one is in the southern part of Nigeria. The Transmission Company of Nigeria regrets to report that it's Ahoada, Yenagua, 132 kV line, which is currently under repair due to previous vandalism, was again targeted by vandals on November 19, 2024. The attack, which affected towers 29 to 31, resulted in the theft of approximately 1/3 of the conductor. A team of TCN engineers, led by Engineer Emmanuel Akpa, General Manager of the Port Harcourt region, has conducted an inspection of the site. Preliminary findings indicate that the incident occurred at night. In an attempt to prevent further theft, while repair arrangements are being made, local security has been engaged at Ula Ekata in Awada East local government area to secure the site until repairs are completed. Additionally, the line will be energized from the Awada end as a preventive measure. Efforts to replace the stolen 250 mm conductor are currently underway. Despite challenges posed by difficult terrain and flooding, the restringing of the Awada Yenagua 132 kV line is approximately 85% complete. Vandals everywhere in the contraption. Vandals, terrorists, kidnappers, this, that. There is no way out. And you can turn around and be, is that the fault of Tifnumbu? Oh, it is the fault of a fallen contraption. It is a fault of the fallen contraption led by incompetent criminals who are just there to feather their own nest. And you are too stupid to let them take their responsibility, because they won't. They have majority of their security men protecting them, not the infrastructures, right? You are creating poverty whereby criminality will be like up there, expectedly. What do you expect? 85% of the country are living in abject poverty. The criminal politicians are sharing the little resources available among themselves, pretending to, oh God, man, I'm having a headache. And it's going to get worse. Oh, it's going to get worse. You know why? 2 days ago, okay, the news was that the Central Bank of Nigeria stopped the allocation to river states. Then there was this uproar. So yesterday, they said, no, we haven't. We are just waiting for the court. Which court? Where the Wike want to control the resources of river state. When he lost out, he decided to use the federal power to punish the people of river states. So some of them met. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was after this conversation or this press engagement that the Tifnumbu's regime decided to say, no, we will send the river state money. It was just a little bit of a delay. We did not withhold their money. We are waiting for the court judgment, the appeal. So before that, until then, we are not going to hold their. And these guys are already saying, oh yeah, try them. We just want you to know that all the oil producing companies, all the oil extractive, whatever, in Niger Delta region, we will not be able to guarantee their safety anymore. Then boom, they change their tone. No, we did not withhold your money. We will send your money. We will send your money now, or maybe by Monday. Did any of you see this? These are supposed to be the elders of River State on top this matter. I use that to go and take a break.
It's between Shell, the regulatory authority, the state the state government, and the communities. The Kola community, Belema community, Ofema community, and the Geze community, and their satellite communities. And the meeting is about re-entry of Shell to over 25, of the delay in reopening that facility. We are ready for Shell to move it to operation immediately, provided they carry out all the agreed terms. We have discussed about the welfare of the people. A lot of our children, graduates, skilled people are unemployed. And we are saying this has nothing to do with PIA. Our people must be employed if Shell is coming to work in our area. 2, community development, which was the major thrust why the place was shut down. And you are all aware that Melekari, when he came to Kola, promised that community will be developed before even production. So we emphasize that they should follow up with the 8-point agreement with Belema Oil, where community development, which includes human resources, both training and employment is also inclusive. Infrastructure is also part of those listed. We are saying these communities must be developed because we have suffered enough. Kola was producing over 200,000 barrels of crude oil per day for more than 60 years. And we insisted that all the agencies should come and see Belema, Kola, Igeze, Ofoyama, and all the satellite communities around that area to see for their production, the level of production and the level of development in those areas. There are countries in the world who are looking for only 200,000 barrels to survive. But as a community, as a kingdom, we are producing that and there's nothing to show for it. Today's meeting also addressed the government, both the state and the local government, federal, despite the huge resources, we have nothing to show for it. No roads to Kula, no hospital, no facilities, no light, no water. And this one, we have given Shell to 2019 to go and operate and fulfill these things. Shell has refused to fulfill these agreements, and that is why we are here. The state government has met with Shell, with Belema. The committee said Shell will sign an agreement with Belema to implement most of those things I highlighted. Shell has been dribbling us, and today they have assured us that within a short time they will sign that PO. As soon as they sign that PO and architectural security architecture, they are free to go and operate. We are not happy that 45,000 barrels of crude oil is being tied down for 7 years per day. 45,000 per day for 7 years is a huge resources that the federal government is losing, the state is losing, the local government is losing, and even the Shell, NNPC, and the community, we're all losing. So we want them to come and operate, provided they will sign that PO. If they don't sign that PO, they should not come in. If we don't see that PO, they should not come in. They have deceived us for over 50 years. Over 60 years, Shell cannot point to what they have done for the entire kingdom. Nothing. They have sold part of the asset, and they still want to retain this asset. And we know they want to divest also. No remediation, nothing. So today we've agreed that these things, they will go. They will do it. We also agreed that there should be operation and maintenance contract between Belema Oil and Shell. We want them to sign that agreement, issue the PO to that effect. We also agreed here that there is no pipeline there now to lift this crude oil. And so they should pass, when they produce, they should pass this crude oil to Belema facility for onward transmission to Bonny so that they can earn money and develop our place. SPDC, we have agreed that must fulfill all these conditions before they will go ahead. And we have also asked the regulatory authority to make it a point of duty, including the NIOPS, to come and see, maybe subsequent meeting, to come and see these communities that is producing this number of oil, how developed they are, so that they will not be deceived by Shell. For us as a community, we are peace-loving, and we can be able to protect our facility. It is also clear that PIAs alone cannot.
There is more. It's a long view. I mean, it's a long watch, and I don't think I have all the time to play everything anyway. But that's from Rivers State, where a single oil block is believed to be fetching Nigeria 200,000 barrels of crude oil every day. That's a lot. Just one. And I believe that Nigeria's oil production, it is said that about 60% of that, or 70% of that, well, 60% of that is from Rivers State alone. After that is Bayelsa, where about 30% of Nigeria crude production is coming from. Then other areas shared the rest. That's substantial, like that's really substantial amount of crude production. You can't hold you cannot hold back their allocation and expect such production to continue. As for the marginalization of the communities, well, that has become institutionalized in Nigeria. Okay, where you see all those elders, they are very rich, and they are very rich because both governments and the oil, international oil companies have to settle them. But when you look at the areas where they are drilling all this crude oil, like if you want to understand what is called environmental degradation, I saw a video of Mark Angel. Remember that guy, that comedian guy? He went to a community in, I think it was in Bayelsa or thereabouts. So go and look at their drinking